It is said that there was a mermaid named Ariel. She was the daughter of the sea god named Triton. Unlike the inhabitants of the palace under the sea, Ariel preferred to play in the sea or on the empty islands, while the inhabitants of the palace under the sea liked to stay on the ocean floor. Ariel often went to the surface of the sea so that her father, the sea god, warned her. "Ariel, don't go to the surface of the sea too often." "Why, father?" asked Ariel. "Don't tell me you want to meet humans," said the sea god. "Dad, what are humans and what do they look like?" "Aw. You're this, you don't know," muttered the sea god. "That in the ocean, especially on the mainland, there are creatures called humans." "Are they like us, Dad?" "Yes, exactly like us, or we are like them. It's just that most humans are just evil and selfish." "Are there no good ones, father?" There are, but only a few people who are good." "Well, I'm curious and want to meet humans." "Huh? Never, Ariel." The sea god was shocked to hear her wishes. "Why, father?" "Don't kid, you'll be damned," the sea god said earnestly. "You better play around under the sea alone." "Aw. My father, who would dare to hurt me? I'm the daughter of a very powerful sea god. Daddy definitely wouldn't stay silent if I was harmed by humans." "Ah, you are Ariel." That mermaid Ariel was the prettiest of the many mermaids. Ariel was still very young, only 17. Like the flowers that are blooming. One day Ariel went to the surface of the sea. Incidentally, not far from it there was a big ship. On the beautiful deck, some people were playing music and dancing. Suddenly Ariel stared at a young man who was sitting watching his friends who were dancing. "Come on, Prince Eric, come dance with us," asked someone who was dancing. "Oh, he's a handsome young man named Eric," Ariel murmured as she peeked from under the deck. Suddenly a huge storm came accompanied by heavy rain and lightning that darted and strong winds. Instantly the huge ship drifted like a paper boat alone. Prince Eric and his men tried to keep the ship from overturning. The storm became more violent and devastating. The ship began to roll. Suddenly lightning struck the mast, croak. There was a loud explosion. Prince Eric, who was near the powder keg, was thrown and the waves surged. "Prince!" Ariel shouted, who had noticed the young man earlier. Prince Eric was dragged by the water, and if he was not helped quickly, he would surely sink to the bottom of the sea. Ariel acted fast, grabbed Prince Eric and pulled him to the surface. While holding Prince Eric, the beautiful mermaid swam to the shore. Prince Eric was still unconscious. Ariel tried to remove the water from the young man's stomach. Then she stroked Prince Eric's head. Without realizing it, Ariel was actually interested and in love with Prince Eric. She really wanted to be with Prince Eric in the human world. At that time, Prince Eric was almost awake. He started to open his eyes and wondered when he saw a beautiful face and a gentle hand stroked his head. At the same time, Ariel heard Prince Eric's men coming. "I must hurry away before they see me," Ariel said as she quickly threw herself into the sea. Ariel returned to the palace under the sea. She used to be cheerful, but now she became a loner. She often daydreamed. A few days later, the sea god caught her daydreaming. "Well, aren't you?" His voice suddenly made Ariel wake up from her reverie. "Is what true, Dad? You're starting to be affected by humans, aren't you?" "Yes. True, father. Well, well. You must have been enchanted by the human's magic. Magic? No, Dad, maybe. Maybe I'm in love. I always want to meet and be close to him. The sea god finally understood her situation. She was falling in love. But looking at her half-human, half-fish body, he was so pessimistic that his daughter would be able to live with Prince Eric. But I have the heirloom pearl of the sea gods, right? Ariel said then. The sea god showed the heirloom pearl of the sea gods. There were only 3 left. The sea god gave 2 to Ariel, 1 for preparing the underwater palace. The first pearl, if swallowed, would transform the mermaid's body into a fully human one for 2 years. The second pearl would revive the dead from poisoning. After swallowing the first pearl, Ariel transformed into a beautiful and lovely girl. Then the sea god released Ariel to meet Prince Eric. Ariel went back to the island to help Prince Eric at the empty place. At the same time, Prince Eric was also there. You must be the girl who helped me? How do you know? Asked Ariel. I saw your face before you left. When I returned to the palace, I couldn't sleep because I always thought of you and wanted to meet you. Now, after we met, I want you to be my wife. Will you? Oh, Prince. I'm just a girl alone. Both of my parents are in the ocean. You mean your parents are dead? It doesn't matter, let's follow me to the royal palace. Thus, Ariel finally got married and lived happily with Prince Eric. But they had only been married for a year when there was a girl who was jealous of their happiness. The girl had been in love with Prince Eric since long ago. She was not willing that Prince Eric chose Ariel. Tara one day put poison in Ariel's food, but the poisoned food was accidentally eaten by Prince Eric, and the young prince died. The whole palace was in an uproar. Ariel was accused of being the killer. You are a girl of unclear origin. How could you kill the prince yourself? Princess Tara attacked in front of many people. Ariel now remembered the advice of her father that the human world was full of violence and slander. She had now learned that the princess wanted to take him away, but Prince Eric never paid attention to her. Firmly and loudly, Ariel said, I did not poison my husband. I know who the culprit is. I will treat my husband so that he knows the truth about who poisoned him. Princess Tara listened to Ariel shaking. Ariel did not care. She swallowed the second pearl of the deity. Then she kissed his face, and after satisfying herself, she said, Farewell, my husband, our worlds were different. I always love you. Before Prince Eric was aware, Ariel ran toward the beach. And there was her father, the sea god, waiting for her with a carriage. Come, my child, we return to our own world. As soon as she touched the ocean, Ariel's body changed back to a mermaid.
The generic structure of the fairy tale about the mermaid can be classified into several key components commonly found in such narratives. Introduction. The story sets the stage by introducing the main character, Ariel, and her background as a mermaid and daughter of the sea god Triton. Conflict introduction. Ariel's curiosity about humans and her desire to explore the world beyond the sea create tension, especially as her father warns her against it. Initial encounter. Ariel's first encounter with humans, particularly Prince Eric, sparks her curiosity and eventually leads to her falling in love. Complications. Various complications arise, including Ariel's internal conflict between her love for Prince Eric and her identity as a mermaid, as well as external conflicts such as the storm and Princess Tara's jealousy. Resolution attempts. Ariel's attempts to resolve conflicts, such as saving Prince Eric from drowning and clearing her name when accused of poisoning him. Resolution. The story concludes with Ariel's decision to return to her underwater world, realizing the incompatibility of her life with Prince Eric due to external factors and her own identity. Conclusion. Ariel bids farewell to Prince Eric and returns to her underwater world with the guidance of her father, the sea god. One. Ariel often went to the surface of the sea. 2. Prince Eric and his men tried to keep the ship from overturning. 3. Lightning struck the mast. Kryakek. 4. Ariel shouted, having noticed the young man earlier. 5. Ariel acted fast, grabbing Prince Eric and pulling him to the surface. 6. Ariel transformed into a beautiful and lovely girl after swallowing the pearl. 7. Ariel went back to the island to help Prince Eric in the deserted place. 8. Tara, another character in the story, put poison in Ariel's food. 9. Princess Tara accused Ariel of being the killer. 10. Ariel swallowed the second pearl and bid farewell to her husband. Question number 1. What is the name of the mermaid in the story? A. Aurora. B. Ariel. C. Luna. D. Marina. Question number 2. Who is Ariel's father in the story? I. King Neptune. B. Poseidon. C. Triton. D. Davy Jones. Question number 3. What does Ariel use to transform into a human? I. The sea god staff. B. A magic potion. C. The heirloom pearl of the sea gods. D. A spell book. Question number 4. How long does the first pearl transform Ariel's body into a human? I. 1 year. B. 2 years. C. 5 years. D. Forever. Question number 5. Who is responsible for poisoning Prince Eric? I. Ariel. B. Princess Tara. C. The sea god. D. Prince Eric himself. Thank you for diving into the enchanting world of The Little Mermaid with us. May Ariel's journey remind us of the power of love, courage, and sacrifice. Don't forget to subscribe for more captivating tales like this. And remember, no matter where life's currents take you, may your heart always be guided by love. Until next time, keep dreaming and exploring the depths of your imagination. Farewell, fellow adventurers.